Fun.
Questions for Dimitri?
How do you like the nachos?
Great, man. I love me some nachos.
What was that plane ride like back Saturday night?
It was fun. Well, we were having a blast up there. Just enjoying it with our teammates. It was a great win.
How does it feel to be a more significant part of the offense? You spent most of your career making other people look good. You're getting a chance to be a little bit more in the spotlight. How does that feel? What's it mean to you?
It's really nothing different. I'm just doing whatever is asked. Whatever Coach Riley wants me to do, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
When you're a star in high school, score a lot of touchdowns, how do you condition yourself to be, okay, now this is my role, this is what I need to do? How do you condition yourself when you make that transition?
It's definitely just a mindset, just a lot of selflessness, and I want what's best for the team. So whether I touch the ball a lot or whether I touch the ball none, I'm still going to go out there and do the best of my ability.
I know it's been a while, but when you see Trey Miller and kind of how he handled that role, I mean, did you learn a lot from him?
Absolutely. We had a lot of talks, and we watched a lot of film together, so I definitely learned a lot from Trey.
What was the best advice or things that he told you that you kind of carry on that you think about when you're playing?
Definitely just stay the path. There was a lot of ups and downs in his career as well, and he never strayed from anything that he was taught. So I'm just trying to focus on my job and do everything to the best of my ability at all times.
Baker's found a way to make a lot of guys who really weren't a factor last year key parts of what's going on right now. How have you seen him with his experience bring in some of these newer players and get them up to speed so quickly?
He's just a tremendous leader, and when you have someone like that commands the offense in the way you do, everything falls into place. And Coach Riley does a great job of calling the plays and putting people in the right position to make everything successful.
Did you know you were going to be that big a part of the game plan going into it Saturday?
They had some tendencies to step up on play action, stuff like that. We had some plays in there for that, but I didn't think it'd be anything like it was.
We talked a little bit about this Saturday, but the game that Trey Sherman played, how impressed were you with the freshman being able to handle himself that way?
I was very impressed. Trey didn't play like a freshman at all, and that was big. That was huge for our offense, and, all of our running backs played great, but for him to come in there, he had that touchdown. It was a little in traffic. He ran the ball hard all game as well. He did a great job.
We didn't see Abdul after the fumble. What do you tell a young player like that? Just moving on and can't keep encouraging him. What do you say to him?
We got to say Fido. Coach Ruff, he emphasized that is forget it and drive on, and that's what he had to do. Just forget the play. It happened. A lot of negative plays happen all the time, so you just have to forget it and go to the next play.
How big was the O-line's play on Saturday night? I mean, one of the best defensive lines in the country against you guys. They played, lights out.
Absolutely, and that's no surprise. I think we have the best offensive line in the country, and for them to go out there to just showcase it on primetime like that was huge for us.
Dimitri, obviously a lot of veteran guys on the offense, very important on Saturday night, but CD's role, Trey's role, true freshmen in those roles. As those guys were brought in as recruits here, was there something about them, or is there something about the fingerprints of these younger guys that maybe tends, or that you even saw that maybe they would be able to have that kind of impact early?
From what I remember, just seeing them when they were still in high school, you can just look at them and even the brief conversations I had, they wanted to be here already, and that's just a huge thing, And Trey, he came here a semester early, and he fought for it, and that's why he's in the position he's in now.
How do you avoid not having an emotional letdown after something like Saturday?
A what?
How do you avoid not having an emotional letdown after what happened Saturday, going forward into next week's game?
He's talking about just like staying.
Stay even keel, not get too high.
Singular focus. We have to take each game 1 week at a time, and that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been preaching for the past couple of seasons, and we just today's Monday, starts all over with Tulane.
You guys put so much focus on a good start, which I imagine was mostly for the Ohio State game. I think what Bob was, how do you guys keep this up week after week? It has to be more than just one day at a time.
Preparation, and just watching film, learning what the opponent's going to do before they even do it, and that's a big thing that we stress as a team is we want to go into each game more prepared than the other team. That's almost half the battle right there.
Sound like maybe you guys kind of learned that lesson maybe midway through last year. Was there a particular week where that started clicking in with you guys?
You know, just after those 2 losses last year, you look back at it, and we didn't start fast at all in each of those games, and a lot of it had to do with our preparation, and you know, we weren't as focused back then.
No questions? Thanks, Dimitri.
Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.